Easter egg hunts are expecting big crowds this weekend, given our beautiful forecast.
Oh, we're going to be out there. And while the weather's heating up, another integral Easter item has kind of cooled from a price perspective, but only a little bit. Fox 4's Jacob Kittelstad joins us now. He's live near the Sunfresh off Southwest Trafficway in Midtown. So not quite the shell shock on egg prices compared to last year.
No, Lauren, but prices, the average is still at historic highs. In fact, in February, the average price of a dozen eggs was measured at $2.99, which is down from that time last year when prices hit $4.21. Still, it's a lot higher than the $1.59 people used to pay back in 2021.
The festivities start on Friday at Faulkner's Ranch. With hundreds of kids tracking down plastic eggs.
I don't know what these are called.
They're like Tootsie Rolls.
It's the obvious candy container for this sort of event. Still, egg dyeing at home isn't out of the equation.
We're going to do that tomorrow.
How do you think that's going to go?
It's going to be a mess. But they'll all be green. If he had his choice, every egg will be green.
They all like different parts of the egg. She'll only eat the white part. My oldest will eat the whole thing, and my middle will only eat the yellow.
How many hard-boiled eggs do you think he could eat? What do you think?
At a time or in a day. Last year was expensive, but fortunately my mom buys their eggs and they color at her house.
This graph shows decade to decade the average price for a dozen eggs. You can see last year's spike and this year's creep. The American Egg Board anticipates prices to fall this year, but not below pre-COVID levels. The U.S. Department of Agriculture says recent avian flu outbreaks have contributed to the issue.
Do you like the Easter Bunny?
We're gonna find out today.
Families say they've coped in different ways, like relying on neighbor chickens.
Buying fresh eggs from him. So that's how I got through the egg crisis of last year.
They have been. And I lived in California before this, and they were even more expensive. So I usually get the fake eggs and dye those, because then that's a little easier.
Now, those egg hunts out at Faulkner's Ranch, they were just completely packed today, staggering some of those hunts, noon to 4. They're expecting potentially even bigger crowds tomorrow with just how nice this weather's been. Jacob Kittelstad, Fox 4, working for you.